What's up, everybody? It's Egoleech, and man, has it been a long time since we cut a video. As you know from my last video, I had a friend visiting from far out of town, so I wasn't playing much HOTS then, and right after that, my fiance came and moved in with me, so I've been getting her settled, and real life has just gotten in the way for a while, but now it's all over, and we can focus on what's really important: making a small fish man fight Satan in everyone's favorite video game, Heroes of the Storm. Anyway, been a while, been doing a lot of things, but things are starting to settle down a bit again, and hopefully we should be back to doing regular content again. Along with the daily or semi-daily gameplay videos, I'm also going to be showing you some new content, some vlog-type stuff, as well as some collaborative videos with a friend's channel who also does Heroes of the Storm gameplay, so you can probably expect some fun little duo queue shenanigans there. Lots of stuff to talk about. Cho'Gall came out, new balance patch, new scaling for all the heroes. BlizzCon happened, and C9 completely wrecked face. Ugh, there's lots and lots of things to talk about, but I'm not going to talk about them here, because today we're going to be playing Nazeebo. I tried to cut this video yesterday, but it disconnected me halfway through and wouldn't let me reconnect, so we're going to be doing level 11 in the Levers queue. Alright, let's get it in.
I hear the call.
Prepare yourself for battle, heroes.
Alright, little buddies, we are zoning in on the new map, Towers of Doom, which I played for the first time yesterday, and I gotta say is actually a really fun map. Level 1, I'm going to be picking up Death Ritual, literally the only talent choice for Nazeebo at level 1. I'm going to be going bot lane, kind of arbitrary on this map because everyone's going to be fighting over these different altars as they spawn over the course of the game, but just for laning purposes, I'm going to head down to the bottom. The friendly team is Rexar, Uther, myself as Nazeebo, Kerrigan, and Johanna, and the enemy team is Lieutenant Morales, Tyrael, Uther, Jaina, and Artana. So pretty solid comps on both sides. We'll see what happens. We have a little bit more tanking ability, but they've got a little bit more healing, so let's see how it turns out. Oh, there's Tyrael. Hey now, leave me alone. Throw out my spiders. Get away. Don't be rude. So I've got 2 bot. That's perfectly fine. Looks like they got 2 top. Looks like they only have 1 in the middle. We do manage to take out the enemy Jaina very early, so I'm pretty happy about this. So, as far as Nazeebo goes, I really recommend him as a beginning character if you're just getting into Heroes of the Storm. There's a couple reasons for that. One, his combo is really straightforward. It's a very easy thing to pull off. It's just basically WEQ. And in addition to that, our Johanna's taking a lot of damage. A lot of damage here, but I think she's going to be able to get away alright. Totally mess with my frogs because I'm great at this. Anyway, Nazeebo plays a lot like Zagara, just a little bit more mobile and less reliant on being a defensive character. Over the course of the game with Death Ritual, he usually ends up being one of the tankiest specialists outside of Azmodan, which is a really good thing. And this is one of the reasons I recommend him as kind of a beginner character. Simply because he's got so much versatility, he can put out a lot of damage, he stays mobile, he just gets stronger over the course of the game. You know, it's he's a good character if you're just starting to learn the game. He is a specialist, but in reality, he functions more like an assassin. His split pushing ability is solid, but it's not really what you're using him for. And what we're going to do here is use our abilities to just kind of zone these guys off this shrine. Hopefully the friendly team will manage to... nope, that was terrible. Hopefully the friendly team will manage to take that middle shrine while we just keep the enemy team off the bottom one. I gotta say, as far as new maps go, this is probably my favorite. I like this a lot more than Infernal Shrines. Level 4, we're going to be picking up Corpse Spiders. We're going to be going for just a basic little spider build. Nothing too crazy, but now I am going to head back while the friendly team channels the bottom shrine. Looks like we did pick up mid shrine as well, so we're in a really good situation. If you haven't played this map yet, or just aren't familiar with it, basically the system on this map is that you cannot push yourself. Basically what happens is, as you take enemy forts, they basically respawn as your own forts, and at that moment, you are... I'm sorry, I'm stuttering so much as I do this. Oh, we got him trapped. Now we're just going to lay a bunch of damage on him while he's doing that. Yes, you're mine. But as you destroy enemy forts, you don't progress towards the core because you can't put damage on the core yourself. What you do is spawn a fort of your own in that same location, which increases the number of cannon shots fired when you actually channel a shrine. So for instance, were we to take one of these forts, we would move up to 5 and the enemy team would move to 3. This makes it useful, but not extraordinarily important to capture other forts, because it's entirely possible to win without ever taking one. But one of the useful things about it is that you can time it out right before an objective spawns in order to increase the use of your own shrine capturing. But God, that was just a horribly formatted sentence. Looks like the enemy team is kind of in a mini engagement with our team down at bottom, which is fine. It looks like this is a 1 altar spawn. I'm not sure what the system for altars is yet, or if there is a full system, but level 7 I'm going to be picking up Gibden just to get a little bit more flexibility with my spiders, and... Nope. Damn it. Oh well. I haven't played Nazeebo in a while, so my timing on zombie wall is a little bit off. Alrighty. So, we got the enemy team posturing right there. And I'm just going to throw out that wall to kind of zone him out so we can just deal with this Arcanus for free. And he's gone, which means they have a very low chance of being able to pick this up. One of the cool things is now with the new scaling, early game deaths are substantially more important than they were before. Yeah, we're just going to trap these guys here using a zombie wall. Remember, you don't always need to capture someone in the zombie wall. All you really need to do is block off their escape. As you can see there, I didn't trap anyone in the circle, but I was able to block off their retreat, so they were unable to disengage from the fight, and we managed to score a kill on the enemy Uther. Sorry about how rough my commentary is, guys. I haven't done this in a while. Gotta get my flow back, you know. Ooh, entire enemy team coming mid for some reason. Not sure why they're pressuring this so hard. So far, from what I've been able to gather, this is a map where distributed map presence is pretty important. It's a large map. It's not Infernal Shrines large, but it's pretty big. And there's a lot of good reasons to just kind of... Oop. Oh, I can't do anything. Oh, I'm so bad at this. There's a lot of good reasons to keep people moving around constantly. Siege camps are very useful because if they do manage to get all the way to the enemy core, they will do just a standard 1 damage each. We do manage to catch the Arcanus, and he's going to go down probably. Although, man, what an angry Tyrael trying to kill me. I'm going to get behind the wall and just back here. I'm pretty low on mana. You can see we're at 41 stacks of Death Ritual currently, giving me another 200 health and 126 mana, which might not seem a lot, but if you think about it, that's a couple more iterations of basically all my abilities. That's a couple more Corpse Spiders thrown out, a couple more Plagues of Toads. Yeah, there's a lot of things that does for us, and especially now that we're coming up on level 10, that's going to become even more useful. I think that I'm going to pick up Gargantuan Spirit. Oh, wait, or Ravenous Spirit, but I can't because I forgot I'm talent gated, so I'm taking up Gargantuan, which I don't really like as much, but it's valid, I guess. Cut off the escape here. Come on. Yeah, well, we're doing a bunch of damage, but we're not really securing any kills yet. I think we're going to be able to wear him down without too much trouble, though. Yeah! Okay, we got the Arcanus down, and we're just going to move in and make this shit work for us. We got 2 trapped in the zombie circle, and we're going to be able to... Oh, yeah, this is going to be devastating for the enemy team. There goes Morales, and I am going to channel this altar, the far altar. Typically the most effective thing that I've seen. We didn't really do it there because we saw our opportunity and went for it. But what I like to do is go for the close altar, have one person break away and go for the close altar, while the other 4 go to the enemy altar to try and just hold them and prevent them from channeling until the 5th person can join and start a full-fledged team fight. The boss on this map works a little bit differently. He doesn't push a lane. Just capturing him allows you to get free cannon shots on the enemy core. I believe it's 4 by default just for capturing him. But bear in mind, he does a lot of damage. So don't try to do anything cute, like trying to solo it as Rex or anything, because you'll just die instantly. So, as you can see, it's currently 40 to 16 on the enemy core. I mean, this feels like we're just outplaying them massively. They don't have the necessary coordination in team fights. And looks like somehow we captured the bottom graveyard. We haven't really been murking because for the majority of this game so far, we've been deathballing a lot. I'm checking to see, okay, the enemy Morales took Medivac rather than Stim Drone, which does make sense. I mean, she can throw Stim Drone on Arcanus, but that wouldn't really do a tremendous amount, considering how quickly we bomb them out. Divine Shield on the Uther, as you can see, with a slightly longer cooldown than we're used to. It's been upgraded to, I believe, 90 seconds, 100 seconds, something like that. Anyway, it's still going to be by far the more useful ult than Divine Storm, but I guess it's just there to give some more options. We're going to go in here and capture this fort. It looks like the enemy team has recaptured bottom and is about to take our bottom. Take our bottom. Anyway. 4 bot, they're going to capture ours, but we're going to capture this one, so it's just going to end up being stalemate. And we are going to have to rush down to the bottom of the map in order to at least attempt to contest it. Oh, they didn't manage to... They didn't take either of these forts. I thought that they did. My mistake. So I'm going to rush down here, see if I can just throw a Jar of Spiders to prevent anyone from channeling. Jar of Spiders is an amazing tool if you want to stop people from doing shit like that. I'm going to pick up Toja's Hugeness just for... I don't know. Why not? And I don't know if we're going to be able to do anything here. Nope, they do manage to get it. But it's okay. It's only, I think, 2? Yeah, it's only 2 shots on it there, so that's perfectly alright. I'm not too concerned. And chances are we're going to be able to pick up some nice kills here. Yes, we are a triple kill already. Are we going to be able to chase down the material? Nah, we're not even concerned with that. Yeah, we're just going to take these siege camps real quick and continue to push our advantage. We're now a talent level up. It's unfortunate that we missed that shrine, but ultimately it's not a huge deal. These siege minions are going to push bot lane by default, I believe, which is also the lane that we have fully pushed by capturing that fort, which means there's a good chance that they might be able to actually put damage on the core. Enemy team is coming back up now, not too concerned about that, but let's figure out where they're going. They might be going top to pick up that siege camp as a response, but no, they're just going to go to the worst place imaginable instead. Oh, that was beautiful. I don't even know what they thought was going to happen there. I don't think they were feeding. I think that was just a terrible decision they made. I get rooted by Janus Ring of Frost, but we managed to get the kill anyway. No big deal. Enemies have managed to recapture their bottom fort, but not a big issue. We got Ultra spawning right now, and they're not even going to be able to contest these, probably. However, we can set up for maybe another full team wipe. One thing I really like about this map... Oop! Hey, Tyrael. Oh, they actually might be feeding. Yep, I think they are. Yep, I think that the enemy team is possibly given up completely. As you might have gathered from the incidental dialogue going on right there, one interesting little part of this map is that about halfway through the game, a tunnel actually opens up, allowing you to pass from the base directly to the center of the map right there. It's a nice little tool for just getting around faster and getting back into the action more quickly. We picked up both of those cannons again, reducing the enemy team to 3, which... down to 1, because we did manage to pick up those siege minions that were uncontested. Gonna take Leaping Spiders at 16. So, easiest thing to do here is probably just to take some of these siege camps, escort them to the core, and let them do their business. So, I'm going to indicate that I'm heading over to Johanna to help out with that. Totally forgot to use the tunnel. That is where the entrance is for your base. Forgot to use the tunnel to get back here. Would have been a little bit faster, but it's not something I'm used to, just kind of having a Nidus Canal by default. So, run over here. And hopefully the rest of the team has the right idea to just push with these guys and make a quick win and not worry about the altars. So, indicate... Oh, nope. They're just dashing in and killing the fort. So what we want to do is we want to try and get ahead of this so we can kill this fort. Oh no. Hey. Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh, beautiful little divine shield there. Oh, but I managed to get killed by the blind ultimate from Artanis there, which did just enough damage to kill me. I don't feel too bad about that one. It was pretty funny. I'll let it go. Ooh, can we? Oh yes, Yep, this is gonna be the part where we win. We have one little sapper left. We're gonna clear the way, and he is just gonna launch himself over this wall. I've never actually seen this happen, so I'm curious to see what it looks like. Up, and there it is. That is a GG for the friendly team. Again, sorry about the commentary, guys. I was a little bit scattered. Didn't really touch on some of the things I wanted to talk about, like, well, congrats to Cloud9, of course. I was a little bit disappointed that Navi didn't make it to the end. I thought it was going to be them versus Cloud9, but they just got clowned on by Dignitas, which really took me by surprise. I'm a big fan of the Euro scene because I started playing Heroes of the Storm when I was living in Germany. I actually just moved back to the States a couple months ago, something like that, shortly before I started cutting these videos, actually. But anyway, Navi kind of disappointed me there, but Cloud9 just absolutely took the cake. If you haven't watched their series, especially against Team DK, with one of the most hilariously awesome comps featuring a Murky that I've ever seen, definitely check that out on YouTube. All the major finals matches and semifinals and everything are up on YouTube now, so feel free to check those out if you're interested in seeing some pro gameplay. Cho'Gall is out. I have played some games with him. He's fun. I don't really know how viable he is at a high level. But anyway, enough about that. Let's take a look at the stats. I did top out hero damage with 44,000. I'm pretty happy with myself there. Massively topped out for the entire game, actually. Enemy team, what could they have done? Massive lack of focus. As you can see, Morales was just eating deaths left and right, which is, I guess, reasonable because we've got a comp that can dive on her super hard. As usual, you know what I always say, count the stuns. We've got one from Rexar, one from Uther. I've got something to lock people in place with my zombie wall, though I don't have a stun itself. Kerrigan's got a stun. Johanna's got a mini stun. I don't even know what ultimate she took. She did take Blessed Shield, okay. So just stuns out the ass on our friendly team, which just locked up and murdered our Morales on a regular basis. Let's see. Yeah, not really a whole lot that those guys could do. Artanis was getting killed constantly. I'm guessing he's new to the character. And by new to the character, I mean doesn't know yet that he shouldn't play him. Anyway, just kind of a rough game for them in general, but I'm happy with my performance. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys a little bit more about some of the new events happening in Heroes of the Storm next time I see ya. Sorry for the wait, guys. As you can imagine, just getting the fiance over here, seeing old buddies from Germany, just kind of got in the way. I wasn't going to be playing a whole lot of Heroes of the Storm while I'm doing those things. But anyway, sure you understand. So, thank you for watching. If you like this, like, comment, subscribe. Feel free to send a lock of your hair over, whatever you like. Until next time, I will see you in the Nexus. Have a good one, guys.